Welcome to San Diego Market Movers. I'm Therese, your host, and I have one of my favorite people in the studio here with me today, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Welcome, Rebecca.
Nice to be here.
So we were just chatting because I think that when you are out of the real estate space, like you haven't bought a home before, you haven't sold a home, or you might have bought a home, but you're about to sell a home. There's some fears that come up sometimes for people about that process, and you've had to kind of really support your clients through that. So I think today you really want to ease people's minds about some of those fears. So what are some of the things that come up for people when they're selling a home?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, sometimes, like you say, people will be afraid of something that we know that's not really the issue, but they're not worried about something that really is the issue. Some people don't want to put a sign in front of their house. And we tell them, that is not an issue. I mean, we can certainly put up things that say, don't bother the occupants. And most people know not to do that. I mean, I think that's pretty rare for people to knock on your door. You want people to know which house is for sale. It's going to certainly speed up the sales process. We do put security things in place for them. We talk about what they need to put away, what they need to remove from the house. That way, during any showings, at least we do. I don't believe everybody does this, because you would be surprised at some of the things I have seen in homes during showings, including a rifle laying on a master bed, including cash sitting on a desk, things like that should not have been there. They should have been coached through this. Also, I just had a weird experience at a home I went to preview for a client literally yesterday. This is a home almost $1.5 million. And the agent told me he had the key hidden under a pillow. And I thought, this cannot be. This home was actually priced much higher. It has dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I was curious, as my client was, to know why. I think I know why now that I have been to the home, but to leave the key of a client's home out like that is so dangerous, opening yourself up to vandalism, squatters, which is a whole nother nightmare situation. I mean, it's incredible. Now Alicia and I, we have special lock boxes that can only be opened by licensed realtors, and immediately text us and tell us when our lockbox has been opened, tells us who they are, their license number. It tells us when that lockbox gets closed. We know how long they are. I feel that's a lot safer. I've gone to homes where people have had combo lockboxes. And this seems crazy to me too, because sure, you can give somebody the combo and they can give that combo to anyone. You don't know when they're in, you don't know when they're out. I mean, this is the kind of security issue that people should be worried about, not should I put a sign in my front yard. We've had clients recently that were worried about putting their house on the MLS because they have unpermitted garage conversions, for example. And I tell them, first of all, this is normal. At least where we are, right. It's pretty normal to have an unpermitted barn, an unpermitted guest house, an unpermitted bathroom or barn or whatever. I tell them putting that in the MLS is not a problem as long as we say this is an unpermitted section and we cannot count that in the square footage. It's not going to bring, the law down on you for this. And trust me, they already know if they're going to know anyway.
Right.
So I think it's just coaching people through, what you need to be worried about. I mean, half of our job is really coaching people through disclosures and everything to help protect them from lawsuits. We live in a litigious society, and our whole goal is to help you navigate, this crazy field of landmines that is disclosures or that is security, and just make our clients feel safe and comfortable and relaxed and help them, sell and market their home in a very safe way. I mean, that's always our goal.
And people kind of go through those emotional things when they're selling a home, which I don't think a lot of people realize. It's an emotional process. And so you've walked this journey with so many other clients before. You know what is the signs haven't caused danger in somebody's when they're listing their home. So you already know that from experience. It's not just, oh, it's going to be fine. And then you also know what things are important, things that you should be paying attention to. So having an agent like yourself that can really support the client, ease their mind, hey, this is what we've seen over the course of so many years. This is what is dangerous. This is what isn't a concern. Hiring an expert is key.
Well, it's your largest investment. I really think you should be careful who you put
your trust in.
Right. I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure you've seen like the key underneath the pillow. I mean, there are people out there that are not doing their jobs well. And I know that you and Alicia take such pride in what you do, and you care about the client feeling safe in that transaction process.
Right. We are not trying to just make a transaction. Obviously, we want to make the sale, but we are looking to be your realtor for life. You know what I mean? And so we're looking long term, and we want to always work with integrity and, keep people safe. I mean, we live in a crazy world.
Yeah, that's on your conscience, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. I know that you are such a trustworthy agent that I would be sending anyone to you, because I know that you really, really care about the person that you're working with. So thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.